Hello and welcome. I'm Marquette and this is Mind Body Dallas. I have a quick challenge for you for the next 7 days. Upon waking or just before bed, I want you to recite aloud your affirmation, the same affirmation, the number one tip-top affirmation that you want to not just memorize, but that you want to manifest or create in your life, attract in your life 100 times. Over and over and over for 7 days in a row. Miracles are going to start showing up for you. Miracle will follow miracle and wonders will never cease. You're going to start feeling attuned. You're going to start feeling entangled with this thing, that person, place, or thing that you really feel energized to it or entangled with. You're going to feel a lot more solidified because up here in our imagination, some people call it the 5D, the fifth dimension. We have this spirit self. There's our spirit. Then, because I believe we're a triune being created in the image of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So up here in the 5D, that's your spirit self, because you are a spirit, you have a soul, and you live in this body. So the 5D is your spirit. The 4D, fourth dimension, is your soul, your emotions, your will. That's where we keep that subconscious mind where we have our core beliefs and everything's kind of running on autopilot. Just think 90% of your day is just autopilot. But then that creates your 3D surrounding world. And whether you want to believe it or not, it's true that you are self-made rich or self-made poor. You are self-made ill or self-made well. You are self-made loving or self-made bitter. You become an old biddy. You can get better or bitter. It's your choice. You are self-made. You are making everything around you. You are a co-creator with God. And so some people call this manifestation or co-creation with God. I like that word, creation. I like that I'm creating my life. I'm the author of this story, and you are the author of your story, and you get to be the villain in your story or the victim in this story or maybe the hero of this story, but you're more than even all three of those. You are the author of this story, and you can change it. Any story can take a wild twist or a crazy turn. Why not start today and make a new ending? Start a new chapter tomorrow. If you're really used to having bad feelings and bad behavior, you can change it. Tomorrow you can start feeling better and start acting better. You don't have to be a wild hare all the time. You don't have to be a bear, a nasty, mean bear. You can be sweet. You can, and you will, and you are, right? So that's a strong statement to say, I can, I will, I am, because those are empowering statements. Those are very, I am. Those two words, those are two of the most powerful words in the entire universe, because what you put after those words become your reality. I am fat. I am fit. I am well. I am sick. I'm sick all the time. I'm broke all the time. Well, then that's what you're going to be. And if you look at me and say, yeah, but I am broke all the time. Well, okay, then quit saying that. I am getting better and better with money every day in every way. That's a lot more empowering, right? And the money in the bank account will change. The money around you will change. It's just a currency. It's a stream. It's even called currency. It's a current. It's a wave that we are pushing away from ourselves or bringing in. Same with health. Same with love. Same with success. If you're afraid of success for some reason or believe you don't deserve success or respect or love, then you're never going to experience those things. Anyway, so back to the 100 affirmations. Dr. Caroline Leaf, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Neville Goddard, all these people and plenty more talk about the power of repetition. So my channel is Mind Body Dallas, and you'll hear me repeating a lot of things, but also my podcast is Mind Body Dallas. If you can look at it on iTunes or Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts, look for Mind Body Dallas, and you'll hear I have a ton of repetition in all of my meditations, because that's where we start changing the subconscious programming. You are not the program running in the background. You are the programmer. You can change. You are the author. You are the writer. You are the composer of this song. You are the programmer of this life, this program. So you have to understand the power, the significance of repetition. It is so important. And yeah, okay, it sounds too good to be true. And so you probably won't do it. You probably won't do 100 squats every day and 100 push-ups every day and 100 affirmations every day because it just seems so easy. It'll only take me a few minutes to do that. Now, if you don't, that's your choice. But if you do, you are going to see more than you could ever ask or imagine start falling into your life. It's just you are what could I say? You are an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to you by divine right. Under grace in a perfect way. You are worthy. You're as worthy as every queen who's ever walked the earth. You are as worthy as all of your friends, all of those people in your life. I call them expanders. You could say those inspirations, or if you still feel like you're still getting kind of jealous or bitter again, in regard to some of your girlfriends or neighbors or whatever, if you're feeling jealous or competitive with them, those are low vibrations and you're going to stay there, jealous and competitive. But if you can transcend them and understand that's your future self calling you, saying, hey, girl, if you spot it, you got it. I got you. Come with me. Think like me. Do like me. Be like me. These are expanders in your life. Now, the thing with the law of expansion is where your energy grows, where your energy goes, let me say it one more time. Where your attention goes, your energy flows and grows. Where your attention goes, your energy grows. So you want to grow something, think about what you're talking about all the time then. If you're thinking about your complaints and you're thinking about your pet peeves and you're speaking about your complaints and you're speaking about your pet peeves, you're going to get more that peeves you. But if you'll speak with gratitude about all of the many things that you love about your life and that you're thankful for, even if it's just as simple as I have air in my lungs today. I have breath in my lungs. I'm thankful for this warm couch. I'm thankful for my warm bed. I'm thankful for a plate of food. I'm thankful for a roof over my head. Even if it has leaks or cracks, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Just get that gratitude list and go crazy. Go absolutely buck wild on that gratitude list. Did you know that it's scientifically impossible to be angry and grateful at the same time? You can't do it. It's impossible. So I challenge you, if you're angry and bitter and competitive and jealous, switch it. Go into gratitude. I'm grateful for this person inspiring me. What does inspire even mean? Inspired, if you break it down, in spirit. You are in spirit with that person then. That's your higher spirit, your higher self, God. Not that your highest self is God. I'm saying you might be a co-creator with God, but God up in that heavenly realm and all the angels and saints, they're up there with you in spirit, and you're you're in spirit with that person, that expander in your life too. Like I said, it's growing. You're becoming entangled with this that you say you desire. So if it's a person, place, or thing, the more you focus on it, the more it will grow and expand. Another thing about expanders and expansion is, think about it like this. How tall does a tree grow? Well, as tall as it can. How big should you get? How full should your bank account get? As big as it can, as big as you can, as full as you can. Why? To help others, to think of all of the lists. Make a list of things you can do and people you can help and employ if you had millions of dollars in the bank. Because you do have millions of dollars accessible to you. Like I said, it's just a current, but you have turned that current off. I don't know why. You don't even really have to figure out why. You just have to figure out how to turn it back on. Like, think about it like this. Okay, I talked about the 5D, the spirit realm. And we know that this is true because even go read the book of Ephesians in the Bible, and the Apostle Paul talks a lot about the spiritual world, the spiritual realm, and we know that this exists. So, okay, there is a spirit realm. We talked about that, the fifth dimension. Think about, even though you cannot see these spirits and your spirit It's there, just like you cannot see music playing. You cannot see it. You can hear it. You cannot see the hundreds of radio stations that are available to you right now in your local radio station, or the thousands and millions of songs that are available to you on Spotify and iTunes. You cannot see them. In fact, they're all available to you, and you have to collapse time and space by choosing one. It's the observer effect. It's the law of pushing the button, choosing 99.9 The Wolf to listen to Tim McGraw, or choosing another one, right? Or turning it off. You've turned this off. It's not my fault. It doesn't have to be anyone's fault. I'm bearing this news to you, but don't blame me. You can turn it back on just as easy as you can change the station. You can tune in to another station. You can turn the radio off. That's all your choice. You've chosen to tune in, to a station up here in this 5D, because you have, in the quantum world, in the quantum realm, all probabilities, all possibilities are there. They all exist. Just like the radio stations, they all exist. And when you collapse time and space by choosing one, 99.9 The Wolf, or I'm gonna pick one of these up there, the poor you, the rich you, the sad you, the bitter you, the better you, the married you, the divorced you, the single you, the lonely you. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. You get to collapse all time and space by observing one of those and focusing on one of those and bringing it down into your subconscious mind and into your 3D. But if you move from your 3D, from what you see around you, the rock hard actual stuff, that then reinforces your core beliefs. But that doesn't mean that up here in the spirit realm, in that quantum field, that it doesn't exist. It still does. The rich version of you, the happily married version of you does exist. The mother with a happy baby. Think about all of the things you've manifested in your life or created in your life. You made this bed, you lie in it, right? You've created this life. Take an honest inventory. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You made choices that got you to where you are today. Think about, don't beat yourself up about the past. So don't even think about the bad stuff, okay? Don't beat yourself up about the past or the bad stuff, but use your past as a history lesson, and I'm gonna encourage you to go back and select just a few good things from the past, things you're really proud of, things you're really excited about. And you had to work really in a focused way, not necessarily hard. A lot of these things, especially your greatest accomplishments, came very easily and effortlessly because you knew without a doubt they were yours. Like, I have a few examples. Whenever I was graduating college, I heard about this dog. It was before they were like these designer mutts, right? There was this dog called a Yorkie Poo. It was a half Yorkie, half poodle, and I decided that's what I wanted for graduation. So I was very clear. This can be an idea for your affirmation that you're gonna say 100 times. I have, say everything in the present tense and be specific. I have, or I will, or I can, or I am. I have a Yorkie Poo by graduation. I will have a Yorkie Poo by graduation. Or just, I have a Yorkie Poo, right? Because up here in the infinite possibilities, the quantum field, you do have that Yorkie Poo. There's a version of you that has it in your imagination, right? We're talking about imagination here up in that fifth dimension, the 5D. In my imagination, I have a Yorkie Poo. In my imagination, I have a poodle. In my imagination, I have a husband. In my imagination, I have a boyfriend. In my imagination, I have a mom, right? All these things exist, even if some of them don't exist. I mean, some of them don't exist in your 3D. Okay, so then you, like I said, go back into your past and see how many things. I wanted a blue car, I got a blue car. I wanted a white car, I got a white car. I wanted a Yorkie Poo, I got my Yorkie Poo. These desires are in your heart to be manifested, to be gone after. They are for you to seek and find, right? You have this desire. Go read Big Magic. It's so good. Follow those little hunches. Like, I really want this chocolate croissant. Why? I don't know. But then you follow that hunch. You go in and get to the bakery and you meet your husband and you're like, no wonder I wanted that chocolate croissant. That's where I met my husband. But had I not followed that hunch to get that Yorkie poo, or that hunch to get that white car, or that hunch, and you followed it, that's evidence that your desire to succeed, your desire to have these things implies the power to succeed, implies the power to have it, implies that you do have it somewhere in a spiritual realm. My mom always says, the me I see is the me I'll be. What does that mean? The me I see with my spiritual eyes. So close your eyes. Don't think about this 3D. Don't look at what you're around now. You might be in a little jewel box of an apartment with $14 to your name and no dog and no boyfriend. But you see yourself in a big, beautiful home that you're proud of, with landscaping and grass and pink geraniums, and you have a happy dog at your side with a wonderful, healthy husband who loves you and adores you. That exists, so feel it, have that, right? When you feel it, your body doesn't know the difference between if you have it or you don't. That's why I tell people, trash in, trash out. Do not listen to sad, scary music. Do not listen and watch sad, scary news. Do not watch sad, scary movies, because your body doesn't know the difference. You're still gonna get those same emotions, right? Those same feelings, which those feelings are what are your frequencies that you're magnetizing to. So what you put out, you have to, by law, get back. It's like the law of reciprocity. What I give, I receive. Or also the boomerang effect, if you want to hear that. When I put out a feeling, I have to get one that matches it. That's I think it's called the brain bias, the confirmation bias. Your 3D reality has to confirm what you feel. I feel bad, I feel sad. Well then, by law, because I put those feelings out there, I have to get something that makes me feel bad and sad and guilty and shameful and icky and sticky and blah, blah, blah. No, you don't want to feel that, so then you have to choose not to feel that. You have to feel what I told you earlier. Confidence, trust, and happiness. Confidence, trust, and happiness. You have to feel those things. So go back. Use your history. Your past is a history lesson, not a prison sentence. But go back there and pick some confidence boosters of, yes, this is something I said I was going to have, and I had it. I got it right away. A lot of other things you just became a victim to, and you just sort of didn't even, your subconscious mind was on an autopilot, and you haven't taken the time to change it. But these 7 days will change it. So like I said, find a present tense mantra or saying or affirmation, and it cannot be like, I have $1 million. First of all, you may not believe that at all, and also you haven't figured out a why, and you haven't even, like, for what? You know what I mean? It's just sort of too broad. I have but it can be something like, I am happy, I am healthy, I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's one of my favorite sayings. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. If you know the house that you want to buy, like you maybe know the number. There's a saying about Mark Cuban. He picked out his house years before he ever bought it, and he kept saying, I'm gonna live in this house. I'm living in this house. That's my house. And he would drive by and he would look at this house, and he had it chosen. It's actually just a few streets from here where I live. And a few streets from me, there's a street called Marquette Street, because it's what we call University Park. So there's all the universities. There's Purdue University, Stanford University, Colgate University, there's Marquette University, Golden Eagles, and my name is Marquette, so of course I am attracting my house on Marquette Street. I am living happily in my house on Marquette Street. I'm throwing parties in my house on Marquette Street. Right? That's been a dream of mine for years, and I know I'm ever closer. Every day I'm getting closer and closer to my house on Marquette Street. And so you're manifesting this, you're energizing a person, place, or thing. So be as specific as possible. Like when I decided I wanted this red toy poodle here, my little teddy bear, I named him. I wanted a red toy poodle named Teddy. And I'll have to tell you the story about it sometime, but this video is getting a little bit long, so I won't. But within the Sunday morning that I chose, I had him by the next Saturday morning. And it was so fast because I didn't have 1 ounce of doubt. Why would I doubt that, right? It's not big. It's just a little dog who, of course, he's my best friend and I love him so much. I believe he's like my soul dog. And Livy was too, my Yorkie poo. She was such an amazing dog. But they've given me so much confidence. But some people think about a husband or a house or a job. That's like, oh, it's too big, I'm not worthy. Well, why am I worthy of this little red poodle and not worthy of my home? Why am I worthy of the Yorkie poo but not worthy of my husband? I encourage you to study yourself. Figure out what's blocking you, what's turning off that currency, if it's money or health or love, anything that's blocking you. You probably have the faucet on full blast in one area of your life or another. It can be all of those areas. The square of life is health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. So if it can be cranked on full throttle in one area, it can be in all the areas. You just have to ask yourself, what are those limiting beliefs? Where did they come from? What are those core beliefs that are holding me back? And then just replace them. The only way, though, that you can replace them is through dedicated effort, clarity, trust, confidence, and repetition. You have to repeat it. So I encourage you to, for the next 7 days, it's a short time and it won't take you much effort, but I promise it will be worth it. And it seems too good to be true. It seems too easy to work, but I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, big shifts will happen in your life. Something big will change. Everything will. You'll change. And as I change, all conditions will change. That's one of my favorite sayings. Okay, keep me posted. Can't wait to hear how things turn out for you. Talk to you soon.